Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. Last time we were playing, we were just continuing our cut up the hill. Luckily, we have our truck with us this time, so we can actually whip up there and get everything all cleaned up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this guy up to about where the skidder is, and then we'll use the skidder to cut up the road a bit. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And that way we can kind of keep following our road. But this will be a lot quicker getting up there with driving your truck as opposed to our walking that we were doing last time. That was starting to really add up the time. But let's see here. Let's get up all the way to our skidder. And then, like I said, we got a little bit of an adventure traveling with our skidder here. Here's those steps. This will actually get a little test. We can see how the steps react. Yeah, it might be a little bit of a bugger with that low bed, but we'll give it a shot anyway. So let's park this guy here. And we just got to lower our blade. I think we're already in cut mode here. Oh yeah, we are. So like I said, now we're just going to continue kind of plowing our way up here. And just kind of hopefully find our trail. Like I said, with all these pieces laying around, it shouldn't be too difficult to figure out where we were here. Let's kind of cut up through here. And then turn. Like I said, it's always an adventure when you get lost trying to cut on these maps. Sometimes it's... Well, like I said, this one's not so bad because it's spread out quite a bit. You can see lots of the ground. But on the bushier maps, and then it gets to be a bit of a wild show. Everything just kind of blends in. There we go. And then, yeah, we'll push up with our skidder here. And then, maybe we'll run back, grab our truck, and go bring it up to where the skidder's at so we don't have such a long journey. Like I said, it's kind of the disappointing part when you're trying to run 3 machines with one guy. You always have to run back and move your equipment up, run back, move your equipment up. You don't have anybody to come pick you up. Alright, and then we kind of zip through here. I mean, this road should be good. Like I said, we planned it out pretty well for how we're going to do all the individual steps and stuff, so I think it'll be okay. I'm not too worried about it being too clumpy. There's just that one spot that we drop down to. Once we go up that other hill, might be a little teeny bit sketchy, but I think we'll be able to do her. And then I think we decided we're just going to drop right here. And just do a free fall. And I kind of, while I'm doing this, I'm watching the way the skidder's body kind of tilts back, side to side. So I can see how much of a curve we actually have on hills and stuff. So we have quite a bit of a lean to the left on this spot, but I don't think it'll be a problem for that low bed because it's so heavy that it should stick there pretty good. Then you get to kind of these steeper hills. This is a bit of a sketchy hill here, but we had to make a decision and go in a direction of some kind. See, now I don't know which way we are going. I think we're just going straight up here. Yeah, let's actually kind of curve this a bit. And then we kind of do a real sharp scoop here. There we go. And like I said, it does have a heck of an edge to it, like a curve, but that's okay. Can't be perfect all the time. I try to make them as not sharp a turn as possible, but I mean, you're always going to have a little overlap. That's just life. Okay, so let's go up through here. Oh, we're almost caught up to our buncher here, so that's good. It's quite the road, though. And yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to run back and grab our pickup there. So that way when we do get to the end, we don't have to run all the way back down there. So we'll leave that guy there. There's another nice picture of that skidder. I love that skidder. It's probably going to be a whole bunch of pictures in a row of the same looking thing here. But yeah, this road doesn't have too much of a curve to it. I think it'll be fine. Just sometimes if you get on the really steep slanted edges when you're going, like even that's a little close. But like I said, that low bed's super heavy with the equipment on it too, so I don't think it'll be a problem. And then this hill's just a little bit of a This is the only spot that's kind of nightmarish, is just this drop. But I think it'll be fine. We'll just pin it. Just pin it and we'll be fine. But we're going to go grab our pickup. We can test that out and see how it feels. And then keep bunching. So we got to get our way. I'm hoping to get our way to the bridge today. Or like that connecting piece from this side to that mountain. There's like kind of a little ledgy bench there. I'm hoping to get to that, or as close as we can to that. Now that we're up on top, it'll be a lot easier. But the distance we're traveling is also quite a bit less now, so I think this should be our last real long run back to get our pickup. But yeah, no, I think this road will work just fine. And it's a big road. We have cut a lot of road here. Let's hop in this guy here. And let's test out our road and see how she feels. Like I said, for the most part, it stays pretty even here, and you can feel it with the suspension as you're driving. It's these little bumps, like kind of these little ridgy spots that get a little funky, but for the most part, the thing's not turning on a complete 45 or 90 degree angle anywhere, and that's the important part. And if I'm able to go this fast and still kind of trek the road, oops, caught that edge, didn't we? What did we hit there? Must have been just a groove in the ground. Well, that's why you gotta be careful in winter when you're driving. It's slick, but we didn't go off the road, so that's good, or not off anywhere we can't get out of. Could have been worse. We could have went swinging out of control and got stuck in a ditch somewhere. Then we'd have to go get our skidder and really make an adventure out of it. There we go. Beauty. Not so bad. I think this will actually work out good. Like I said, you definitely feel the curvature of the angles and stuff when you're going on it, but for the most part, it's pretty good. I'm just going to park this right behind our skidder. I forget how big those skidders are in comparison. Alright, so let's hop back in this bad boy. Now, before we actually get rolling, let's take a real quick tour here. So we're going to go straight across the top. And then, I guess... Ooh, this is where it kind of gets ugly in here. I think we'll have to stay up top. And then just kind of feed down this slope. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. I don't want to go too far here. So we're going to have to keep going straight down this slope. I know we started to turn there, but I think we're going to have to follow this edge. So if we start... Alrighty, so let's continue this slope down here. And I guess we'll have to, like I said, we'll have to kind of keep to the left here. Let's turn our light on here. Shed a little light on the situation. And I think we're going to duck down in here, because this is kind of where it straightens out a little bit more. Let's get this out of there. Oop. I think we got her. And I'm just going to lay this in here. And we'll get this one too. Just give ourselves a little bit of breathing room. Beauty. Okay, let's go down here now. Like I said, it's kind of rough going in here, but I think we'll be able to do it. I think it'll be okay. It's just those little bumps. Those are bad for the low bed, because the little bumps sometimes can hang it up and stop a load from moving at all. As you saw when we were over in Legion Hills there, that trailer did not like those little bumpy bits. Yeah, and sorry, I just gotta double check, make sure I'm doing this right. So we're gonna go straight across and then just down that slope. Now going down that slope might be a bit of a pain in the butt trying to bunch it, but we'll do our best and see what happens. There we go, let's throw that over there. Bouncy trees. Just got that cold winter snap. Gives them a nice little bounce to them. Well, at least they didn't break, so that's good. Little busted splinters all over the place. Yeah, it's actually quite nice right here. This will be perfect. Because if we look back, that'll be basically our approach road. And we'll just come whipping down through here. And I'm going to smoke out some of these trees here. Build our little barrier so we know where we're going. And little drop here. This is where the forest is going to get a little thicker, I think, so I can't really see what I'm cutting here. So let's throw that right about there. We're also cutting kind of at a downhill angle, which is not the best way to do things, but we don't really have much of an option here at this point. Let's get this guy. Oop. Oh. We lost that one. Let's try that again. Oops. Come on, you silly Billy. Oop. I think we just launched the tree out. Sure did. Can't fault the tree physics on this game, let me tell you. They're so realistic and perfect all the time. Actually, the best ones were the like heavy weighted ones, but unfortunately they don't really agree with the rest of everything. Let's just kind of push that one aside. We'll actually use that as kind of a wall. Yeah, that'll actually work good. And we'll get this one. This was what screwed us up, was this tree. So I went to grab it, grab that back end. Dunk. Let's just kind of clean up these little shrapnel bits here. Make sure they're not stumps. Okay, so I've kind of gone off track here, so let's see. So straight down this way. And we'll get you. Oops. Come on. There we go. I'm actually going to get rid of this one too, just because it's kind of at a weird angle. There we go. Now, are we cutting straight down this hill? Oh yeah, nice. It levels out really good here after we get through this stuff. Nasty looking tree. Okay, so let's get all of that. And we'll drop it right there. Dook. Beauty. And put this one over with this stuff here too. Nice. So now we got this nice little drop down kind of approach here, which is just a beauty. I'm gonna smoke this one and the other one out there, I think. I mean, these ones don't technically have to go, but I don't know, they're just upsetting me on my road here. There we go. Da-dunk. Right on. Just always try to figure out the trick for cutting downhill on some of these. I think when you're cutting downhill with this buncher, you gotta grab with the bottom claws, but I'm not sure if I have them torqued up quite enough for grabbing a lot of stuff. Okay, so I can see our bridge over there, so we still got a ways to go for sure. But at least we got kind of a better path here. So now we're gonna cut through here. Ooh, she gets a little ugly up in here. I don't really like it. I don't want to go down there though, because these divots, oh, that's low bed murdering territory. We don't want to go down there. So I might actually scoop and keep to this line, because this is quite smooth here. I mean, I don't think we're going to avoid all of the divots here. And then that's where we start to turn once we get up here. I want to get to at least the connecting bridge was my goal. Ugh, it gets really lumpy in here, so we're going to have to really pick our directions. And then that's when we start to turn onto the bridge. And then we get to head up. So I'm just going to follow the path of least resistance here for the road. There's a lot of trees in here. It's going to be quite the little mess. But at least it's level, so we won't be cutting downhill the whole time. Just got a couple more spots to do the downhill pull. Alright, wish us some luck here. Let's get this all cleaned up. See if we can get 2-for-1 special here. There we go. I'm just going to throw those over there. And I'm going to stick real close to this side here because I think this is going to be our freedom path if we want to get out of here properly without wrecking our low bed. And I'm going to get this guy here too just for pleasure. Duke. Okay. Yeah, and then we'll go up through here. This is kind of the cleanest route. Let's go look back here. Yeah, that'll be good. I mean, ideally, we've kind of cut ourselves a straight line as it is, so it shouldn't be too much work to get it all figured out here, but we got to kind of be careful where we go. Moving on to some of these bigger projects. Then eventually, I'm hoping we can, make enough money to buy our own machines, and then we can take on contracts where we're not renting machines, we're actually making more money using our own machines. That's the best way to do things. And we're gonna just keep piling these right here. So, sorry again, let's do... I can see better at ground level when I'm running, that's why I keep jumping out of the machine. So probably along this line. So let's kill all those trees in there. Let's get all these in here. And I'm just going to let that one fall over there somewhere. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, this will be actually a perfect little side road right here. As long as we can make it work, I think we'll be good. And we'll tip that one that way. Like I said, it's nice now. At least we have our truck here. We don't have such a long way to go to get back to camp. I'll tell you, I don't want to spend my night out here, that's for sure. Not interested in that at all. It's fine when you're in a nice warm buncher, but if I gotta go camp out here for the night, oh boy, not interested in that at all. Gotta keep an eye on our fuel too. Oops. Dunk. Saved it. It's like, well, that was heading for the cab, but nope, don't want that. Let's tip this guy this way. Yeah, this is nice right here. So you got a little bit of a slant to the left there, but that's okay. We can make that work. Oops. Hill bunching, whole nother world. Everything falls the direction you don't think it's gonna fall in. And like I said, a little bit of a slant to the left here, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I mean, road less traveled, I think this is still the best route as opposed to, well, we couldn't go down below. That would have just not been possible to get down below. But we're 100% going to make it to this, make it to the bridge section here, so that's good. Sticky little tree there. And I'm going to get rid of that one too. So I'm not really sure which way we're actually going to go here yet. I think straight and then just we're going to do a hard left. And we're just going to tip that over there. Yeah, I think... And again, I don't really know the terrain up here, so I don't know what the best method is for trekking it. But we're just going to go straight up and see where we end up here. Make the best of our production time by just gunning her through. Let's grab that one. Gerdunk. That'll be interesting once we actually get to the end of this trail to see what we're going to have to do up there. That's where things are going to get a lot more interesting. Oops. Oop. Ah. Yeah, beggar. Just nice and gentle. Oh, whatever. I don't even care. Just lay there. Just go over there somewhere. It starts to get a little... Let's take a look here. So like I said, we start to get a little more bumpy in here. That's going to be a bit of an issue. But I think once we get up... Yeah, that'll be fine. Once we get up here, we're good. And then we're pretty much at the bridge. So this will be our only kind of rough spot is right here. But I think if we come up in here, kind of the way we're heading here, I think this is going to work out just fine. Let's get that one out of there. That one just looks like it's imposing on the road here. Actually, it looks like it's imposing on the road even more now, so let's push that back. Yeah, then we'll kind of slip up through here. We might need the space, though, so let's get rid of this one. I'm actually just going to go put that right in here. And let's slide that up a little bit. Oops, a little chop. Yeah, then the low bed can just come over this little bump here. I mean, it's got pretty good coverage. I don't think I'll get it hung up on there. But if not, we can just put some extra chains on there and call her good. Actually, that's where I want that one to fall. That's perfect. And then we're almost at the bridge here. So I think we'll go... Since we've made that turn, we'll go straight. And then kind of start to turn. Start to turn. And then I think this is our bridge right here. Yep. That's the bridge. Oh, hey. That's a lot of clearing we got to do still, but we're almost, I'd say we're probably more than halfway for sure. So that's good. But let's keep this path nice and even for our poor low bed. That's going to be a little bit of a spot there, but I'm sure we'll pull it off. So I'm going to follow this path right here. I'm actually going to throw this tree here so we know not to go that way. We're going to follow this natural little berm of goodness here. And I don't really need to knock down this tree, but I'm going to knock it down just as a little flag for us to know we're going this way. And I'm going to wipe this one out as well. And we're going to put that right over here. Oop, let's go right in there. So then we know that we're going to be going up this hill. And I'm not too worried about clearing all this out. It's not too tight. This one's actually, this one here, I want to kind of, oops. I don't care. Just fall in that direction. Don't care where you go. Just out of my way. That's good. And let's go. I think this is kind of where we start to cap out a little. So let's keep cutting our little spot here. Angry coyotes out there. Okay, road less traveled. Yeah, and then we'll butcher through there and then just drop. And it's actually quite a smooth path over there, so we shouldn't be too bad. I love these pictures. Just good times all around, you know. And that one I'm actually going to tilt that way because I don't really want to let us think that we're going in that direction. Because Lord knows we definitely don't want to go in that direction. Yeah, we'll punch right through the middle. Perfect. This is actually quite ideal. I was looking a little sketchy coming up that hill and I wasn't really sure how this was going to be over here, but it's been quite maneuverable so far. Now, once we start getting closer to the peak and going up there, that might be a little bit ugly, but that's just part of the gig. Oops. I was trying to get both trees, but apparently my cut note didn't like that. There we go. Oh, geez. Broken trees everywhere. Let's just bump that one that way. Alright. I don't think I need to remove any of those. Okay, let's see here. How's our path looking? A little windy, but not too bad. Like I said, once we punch our road through there, it'll be good. That's actually a nice picture too. Interesting picture. I don't know about nice, but interesting. As you guys all know, I'm obsessed with pictures. So I'm actually going to cut this tree, and then we should probably head back to our pickup and head back to camp here, because we're getting towards the end of the day. So let's throw that one right here, so we know that's kind of our starting marker point. And then, well, I think, are we pretty much in line with our mountain here? I think so. Isn't this where the bridge is? Or are we still off by a bit? Oh, I'm lost now. Where the heck am I? Oh, our bridge might be actually up further. It might have put us off here. Oh no, we're right on track, I think. Jeez, I don't know. I'm confused now. I gotta go look at our map. Where are we? Oh, okay. So we need to cut right. So I am going the right direction, I think. Is that the right direction? Yes. So we're just gonna feed up here. Man, I got really disoriented there for a second. That was funny. It's all the fog. Can't see what's going on. Yeah, and then we just got to start butchering our way across the valley. Yeah, because there's our road down there. I can see it, just the silhouette of it. Because I totally thought it was bass ackwards there for a second. So let's take a quick peek here. Yeah, and then it's going to get kind of ugly felling down here, but that's okay. We'll have a good time. All right. Okay, well, we better head back to the pickup here now. Just going to shut this guy off. Tuck it in for the night. We'll follow our road out here just to kind of see what kind of a monster show we built. Oh, this is actually quite nice. This will be good. This is, like I said, the only sketchy part's kind of right here, but I think it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah. Like I said, these little berms are kind of bad, but compared to the other side, this is quite nice. Because that other side with all those bumps and oh man, there's no way. You would be stuck faster than you could even drive in there. Well, this is nice having our pickup close. We only have to run a little distance and then back to the truck. And then we'll have to probably do a couple low bedding missions out here to recover our equipment. Or we could just leave the keys in them and say, equipment's out there, go get it. We'll see how we feel. See how things go. Alright. So let's hop in our pickup and we'll go back. And then when we come back, we'll push that skidder up even further. Kind of push out our road. There we go. Yeah, no, that was good. We actually got quite a bit done there. That was quite nice. So let's scoop down here. Ooh. This is that steep spot. Now we gotta be careful because this thing spun out pretty good there at the top. I'm not sure whereabouts it was. I think it was like right here. There must be like a little divot in the road somewhere. Yeah, I must have just hit it wrong. It's pretty easy to do when you're driving super fast and out of control. On these straight stretches, you can give her, and then you gotta tone her down for these corners. Because holy cow, that thing spun us right around 180 there. That was pretty impressive. Oh, we skipped that. We skipped that step altogether there. That was good. It's starting to get dark over here. Oops. That mountain takes out a lot of that light when you're coming up. I guess we got lights. We could turn those on. There's a lot of mud on this window. Holy God. But remember, guys, if you're not covered in mud, you're not logging, right? That's how she goes. All right, we made her back safe. We'll park her right here for now. And then, oh, turn our lights. Oops. Turn all of our lights on. we'll be able to go back and enjoy the night. So yeah, I'm going to end it at that. We actually got a lot done. That was actually quite awesome. So when we come back, we're going to keep pushing up that mountain. We'll use that skidder, push ahead a little bit more, and hopefully we can get up into the peak, or at least the base of the peak on the next one there. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe, and if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.